Hello again everyone, and welcome to another edition of Wine Wisdom. I am Steve Johnson, and today's topic is pressing. That is a very critical function in winemaking, and today what we're doing is pressing our Petite Pearl. Now the theory of pressing a grape is that you want to first achieve as much color, tannin, body and mouthfeel from the grape before the juice is pressed off the skin. So what we're pressing today is a juice or the grape that was picked this Saturday. Fermentation commenced already on Saturday, and now we are down to a certain level where we think it's appropriate to press it. So I'm going to take a little sample from our press tray here, and we're going to measure the sugar content just to give you an idea of how young this wine really is. So this hydrometer, this is placed into the cylinder, and it will float to the level which indicates the percentage of sugar in the wine. So according to this, we are a little over 4% sugar. Some people go a little further before they press it, but I would say for this Petite Pearl we get the best extraction before we get complete exhaustion of all the sugars in the juice as it's turning into wine. So this device here, we have a panel here that allows us to use different pressures and durations of pressures to extract the wine from the skin of the grape. If you press the must too hard, you're going to break the seeds and then get somewhat of a bitter or overly tannic wine. If you don't press enough, you won't get the appropriate yield and a lot of the skin content that's necessary to make a well-balanced wine. So I'm going to take inside now and show you how we transfer the must to the pump, to the press, and then back to the tank. So what we have here is the Petite Pearl. It's at 62 degrees, so we kept this fermentation rather cool, and as I mentioned, we're about 4 or 5 bricks. What we're doing now is transferring this must. What it looks like at this point is basically purple jam. It's a seed, skin, and juice, and you can see how it follows from our hose here all the way to our must pump. You do a large volume. That tank holds over 6 tons of Petite Pearl grapes, and that goes from the pump to our press. And this is a stainless steel device. It's a 12 hectoliter press, and within it is a bladder, and it is being controlled by the panel there in terms of what kind of pressures we're exerting on this must and for what duration. And what you can see coming out of the press, these little slots allow the free run juice to leave the stainless steel vessel where the pressure is going to be built up. And what we're getting out of this tray now is the free run juice. That is the highest quality juice or the highest quality wine, and oftentimes that is segmented from what it would be actually pressed later on. So we then put together the constituents of a free run and a press fraction to come up with the best representation of the wine that we're making this year. So right now what you're seeing is the free run juice exiting from the press itself, and then once this press is filled with the must, which I said looks like purple jam, then we'll exert that pressure on the must, and we'll have a press fraction and a free run fraction. And then when we get later on into the year in November and December, we'll do more chemistries on these fractions and then determine certain blends that we think are the best representation of the year. And this is what an occupational hazard. You're probably wondering why my hands are so purple. At this time of the year when we're pressing, you're constantly handling this mustard. So you go home every day with purple hands, but it'll go away in about 2 weeks. So until next time, cheers.